Government corruption has never been more prevalent or caused more harm. It's why extremism is on the rise. It's why the financial gap between the haves and have-nots has never been wider. And it's why our planet is at risk of an extinction level tragedy. That's why I need your help to keep exposing the truth about the rot on both sides of the aisle. Become a supporter or a friend of the show today by clicking on the coffee link in the description box below. Friends of the show join me on a Zoom hangout once a month, and you guys can ask me any questions you want, and I can get to know you better. But the most important reason to help is to keep the show alive. Together, we can and will save our country and our planet. Thanks in advance and enjoy the show. Hey, everyone. Welcome to the show. So Democratic lawmakers in the House were very busy last week. They drafted and passed a bill that would protect same-sex marriage as well as interracial marriage. And it passed with support from a pretty sizable chunk of Republican lawmakers. The House also passed a bill to protect women's access to contraception. That also garnered some support from Republicans, but not anywhere near as much as the marriage equality bill. In the Senate, numerous lawmakers from both parties are working on a bill that would safeguard the counting of the Electoral College votes. So Donald Trump or Trump 2.0 wouldn't be able to use that to try to commit another coup. And speaking of Trump's coup, Arizona Republican House Speaker Rusty Bowers was censured by his own party for providing testimony in the January 6th committee hearings. In Florida, an appeals court panel filled with Trump-appointed judges refused to reconsider a lower court's decision that allows the practice of conversion therapy to continue for LGBTQ minors. In other civil news, Officer Thomas Lane was sentenced to only 2.5 years in prison for his part in the murder of George Floyd. Lane was the officer who held down Floyd's legs while Derek Chauvin knelt on his neck. And for the first time in 246 years, we will have the first 4-star Black general. Lieutenant General Michael Langley is the first Black man to hold this honor since the inception of the Marine Corps. In economic news, the federal minimum wage, which still stands at a pathetic $7.25 an hour, is worth less now than at any time since 1956. That is due, of course, to inflation, which reached 9.1% at the end of last month. And in regard to inflation, data from the University of Massachusetts, Boston, shows that more than half of elderly American women, this is single elderly American women, and approximately 45% of elderly men don't have enough money to cover essential expenses. We are a failed nation. In climate inaction news, the residents of 28 states were warned to take precautions due to extreme heat. We now know that there have been many deaths over the past week due to that extreme heat. And to relieve U.S. citizens of those incessant and annoying auto warranty robocalls, the Federal Communications Commission has ordered phone companies to block them. Thank you so much, FCC. So anyway, guys, thanks for the quickie. Take care. I'll talk with you soon.